Hello everybody, how are we all doing? I'm Loomis and we are back to Skyrim. Is it Riften where this kid was? No, he was somewhere else, right? Let me have a look at my map. So last time, if I can remember where my map is, last time we killed an old woman because we could. Oh, and somebody asked us nicely to do it. But our real goal is to make contact with the Dark Brotherhood, who tried to kill me a dozen times, and who I'd very much like to exterminate. Word of oh, okay. Autumn Watchtower. That's not the quest marker I'm looking. Oh, it's not. The quest marker's not even on. Wonderful. Windhelm. Okay. I could catch the carriage, but maybe we'll get this word of power and just circle our way around. Keep collecting those shouts. We can go tell him that the dark deed is done. And hopefully he'll give us the clue we need to find the Dark Brotherhood and wipe them off the map. One last thing to keep harassing us as we go about our business.
What? Now cast!
Yeah, let's see if we can find this. Okay, let me pop that one off so I don't get confused. Yeah, let's go get this shout. Trying to get all of them. Very slowly closing in on that.
Give them the dogs, boys!
Orders to... The dogs? Singular? Oh, there's other dogs, they just weren't in the dog cage. Okay. My X is out of power. Let me charge that up. Where are you?
Over here! Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
I mean...
Just a scratch!
I don't really have much need... What? I don't really have much need to run? I'm clad in full Daedric armor that you can barely penetrate. Why you think I was a good mark, I don't know. Most of the damage done to me in this fight was by my own assistant by accident. These guys are actually doing pretty decent damage. These are some strong highwaymen. Like, I'm actually taking health damage from their attacks. Doesn't normally happen when I'm in my full armor. Where are they? Oh, they're all the way up there, okay. Come on, show yourself. Easy, Zago. Friendly fire. Who are you blasting now? Oh, this guy fell down. Alright. Who's still breathing, if anybody? Radar says there's hostiles that direction. Aldor's Tooth. Well, there doesn't seem to be any other way to climb up, so I guess we're going inside. Not that this place has anything for us, but we haven't been here before, and there's people trying to kill us, so I guess we'll slaughter them all. Detected? By who? Oh, okay. By this doggo. Set the dog free. I'm not gonna leave it there to starve, and I don't have the... I'm not gonna shoot a dog in a cage. Got here. Oh, there's a dog inside. Didn't realize. Oh, I thought that was a treasure chest.
You'll be fine rock, cat.
Hacking racist. Skyrim, worst place. Well, at least we're getting some lockpicking out of this. What do we got here? Wooden... Master wooden door. Okay, let's see what's behind here. Not finding it. Okay, never mind. There it is. Oh, what are they giving this one? I had it just here a moment ago. There we go. Rock warbler, eggs, and tennis root. Oh, and a bit of salt. Not sure this called for a master lock be placed on it. You know, what are you gonna do? Wolf Queen. Easy, Jazago. Okay, this has way more valuable stuff than the other one did. Despite a much crappier lock. Man, this place is full of dead wolves. People can't even train pit wolves right. They're horrible and they're bad at it.
I'll do you 10 gold at 3 to... Over
Sounds
here!
like easy. To me, you're on.
Careful! Rip the throne down!
A jug of milk. Maybe we can make spaghetti. This has long been our quest. Oh, this place straight up is a pit fighting arena. I thought they were just like training war dogs as much as anything else. Or by a banditry, but nope. Well, let's release a whole bunch of trained fighting wolves into the wild with traumatic experiences that will surely cause them to lash out at anybody who crosses them. Probably some symbolism there, considering my character. Seriously, where do I don't even know where to start on this one. I'm not finding any give anywhere. Oh. Okay, right at the top. Really need to sink some perks into lockpicking. They're not useful enough to be for you to want to spend a perk on, but they're so convenient that I really wish I could spend some perks on them. Yeah, so it's definitely to the right of the starting point. I think it's going to be, yeah. How clumsy the controls are, it's going to be pure luck actually hitting that point. Yeah, there's everything everywhere. This is what happens when you're careless with your shouts, I guess. The price of mercy. That leads down into the water, apparently. There's a whole upstairs area to this fort, but we've not found our way to that. What do they make these picks out of? Paper? I don't think picks are supposed to shatter like that. Chisago! We're not hostile anymore. Chisago! Oh, maybe they are? I don't know. I used the shout! Leave it alone. Oh, there goes that. Try and do a nice thing. Path was blocked? Is that the only way to the upper part? How did they get up there? And now we've got a water level. Say that they presumably needed these wolves for their pit fighting thing. They sure seem to have like killed a lot of them with axes and the like. Some of the door controls were over here. Salt. Delicious salt. Right. Are we underground now? Where is this leading?
Not impressed.
I'm starting to think there wasn't anybody else down here, but apparently this guy has braved the water level on a regular basis.
Nothing.
Hard to sneak when you've got a glowing light above your head. Cook's journal. Meat, 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 meat. That's all I ever want. Made them some nice grilled leeks and they threw them in my face. Told them if they bring me some fish or venison I'd cook it up. But all I ever do is waste their wages at the ring. Maybe there is a way I can get them some meat. Is that why there's dog meat everywhere?
We are routed. Fall back.
Back here. Where are you going? Oh, never mind. We'll find him later.
Someone there.
You puny weakling. That's all you got?
There we go. Get my arrow back. Now then, where was I? Is there anything in here? Lots and lots of dog meat. Suspicions confirmed, I guess? I don't know whether nodes just straight up eat dog anyway. They seem like they might.
Over here.
You start running so I can stab you in the back.
What am I running from? You're hiding around the corner.
We are routed. Fall back.
This is the living room? Or sleeping quarters, what have you. Some goat's cheese. I'll take a doll for my kid. Anything else in here? Excuse me. The piles of gold are really satisfying to pick up and less satisfying when you remember that a huge pile of gold is basically worthless. Like 30 gold pieces looks like a lot on a table, but I mean, when you're carrying 43,000, doesn't really add up. Marksmanship lesson. I assume I mean, I'm maxed out in range, so I guess it doesn't matter whether I've read it before or not. Saga, you're still standing on it. There you go. Ooh, skooma. Oh, we killed her in the toilets. Whoops. Oh well. A potion of... It's entertaining that there's books next to the toilets. It's concerning that there's a potion of the warrior in the bathroom. Wow, this light is really not helping me navigate my way through this room. Ow, my eyes. Dark Souls, I think that was a breakable wall, but... It's a bit of out of place copy pasting, I think. Grindstone? Oh, there's an entire forge set up here. This place is a lot bigger than I was expecting when I barged in here to kill a few people. Probably later I will get a quest to conquer this place, and then the game will break because I've already done it, as has previously happened. We're just going further down. I was looking for the way up. Oh, I guess there's some stairs. Alright, let's do here first. And we can head back that way, and hopefully it's the way we want to go. Have we already been through here? I've already been through here. It's just a different doorway, I think. Okay, I guess we missed the way up. Yeah, I remember this bit. Okay. what's the matter? You're tripping over boulders. That's nothing to do with mages, Argo. Okay, somewhere around there. Okay, a little further. But not that far. These controls are so clumsy. I think it's just a matter of luck getting the thing in the right place, the pick. There we go. Well, my picking went up. So I guess it was worth it, since that's the only thing in this room. Here we go, back on the surface. I guess this is the back way out? It's just straight up broken, okay. Anyone still up here, or have we killed everybody? It's looking pretty quiet, isn't it? People camping on the towers? Oh, hello. Enemy markers. Nope, they've gone. Oh. Spiders. Not really what I'm looking for. How did he get up there then? Looks like there's a hole of the bit up there. Hey, here's the guys we were looking to kill. The guys that we killed and are looking to loot, I guess, I mean. Do you get out there by climbing up here and jumping down? There was a bridge here the whole time. why one of the pit wolves is in a tower. What the heck? I left all the doors open. It'll find its way out into the wild. Oh, paper. Wooden plate, spectacular. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is where the leader stayed. Maybe it was his dog then? Like a guard dog? Well, he doesn't appear to be here now anyway. I think we're done here. Let's get out of this place. Let's go with our mission. Chisago, come on, we're leaving. Didn't we just come from here? No, it must be a different watermill. It feels like we're going in circles. Is that known route? Please be known route. There we go. We're getting there. 2 more. Hardwood mill.
It's just me and my mother at the mill here. My father is gone. We don't know what happened to him. I hope you're not here to start some trouble. I'll fight you if I have to. I'm not afraid of anyone. Millwork sure. Yes. Hi there. Yes.
Hi.
Hmm?
Okay, I guess this is the first time we've been here. So it's just the 2 of them, huh? See if anybody's at home.
Can I help you? Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. With just myself and 1 child, it's damn near impossible. With Leifnar gone, it's really put me in a terrible bind. I'm having trouble making ends meet. At this rate, we won't last more than a few more seasons at best. Then I'll just have to sell the old place. He said he was going east towards the border of Morrowind to trade some of our grain to some folks at Broken Helm Hollow. I waited and waited, and he never came back. Probably shacked up with some elven whore. Good riddance to him, I say. If I only knew where he was, I'd sure give him a piece of my mind. Good. If you see him, tell him Grosta said he can go straight to Oblivion. He's not welcome here anymore.
Okay.
Well, he said that a few men have been going by to some of the local farms, promising a good price from all the local mills and farms. Leifnar said they'd pay double what you can usually get at the markets. The catch was, he had to head out there with our wood. So not only is Leifnar gone, but a good bit of our supplies as well.
So he walked
Remember
into an
to tell
obvious
that
trap?
bastard I never want to see his ugly face again. You need to leave.
I just got here and I thought
You
we were
need to
having
leave.
a friendly conversation, but now I have to leave?
You need to leave.
Alright, I'm going. If I find your dead
Here for
husband,
work?
I'll bring you
Get an
his
axe and
corpse
bring
so
me
you
all
can
the wood
feel
you can
bad
chop.
about thinking he betrayed you when actually he's just kind of stupid and walked into an obvious trap. Hey, bring all your valuables to this isolated location on your own. It'll absolutely be worth your while. Kinda wanted that sword, so I'm not gonna lie. Oh well. This cave entrance should be around here somewhere, I guess. Ooh, what sort of mine we got is this? Silver. Almost as valuable as iron. I miss playing Dragon's Dogma, where if you gave your henchmen a pick, they just automatically mine anything they came across. That was very convenient. Hold on, let me have a look at the map, because I thought we were looking for... Yeah, we're miles away from where I want. Okay. It's on the other side of this mountain. It only looked like it's pointing exactly at that tunnel. That looks like a node statue as well. There might be one here too. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Those butterflies. I need the alchemy. I need it.
Talos guide you. Damn faithless Imperials.
Isn't that the truth? Good to see some Stormcloaks on the road. I thought I was about to have to break out my bow, but they're the better of the two factions. More the faction that I tolerate more. Hey, Bad Wolf Labs. Even if you don't know what Daedric armor is, does this look like a good idea? Yeah. I'm clearly wearing very heavy something. Even if you can't recognize Daedric armor and Dragonbone axes. I'm still wearing the kind of weight of armor that your dagger is probably not going to go through. How do you see this turning out for you, champ? Yeah. How are you doing today, Bad Wolf? You having a good day? Oh. Hi. Oh, those frost salts were too much. I accidentally picked up a bunch of junk, didn't I? Let me throw some of it away. What's this just not as worthless as I at first thought? Oh, I've got a bunch of dragon bones. No wonder I'm weighed down. There's a bunch of tankards. Huh, I thought I was carrying like 50 bowls or something. And a bunch of daggers. But apparently I just imagined that. So I saw a horse around here as well, I think. Presumably somebody summoned the frost demon. Maybe not, I'm not seeing anybody else around. Doing good. Working a late shift, huh? Like an extra length one, or just start late, finish late? General storage has an SE version. General storage is a mod? What's an SE version? Start late, okay. Not that bad then. How do you feel about late shift? Normally for me the later I have to start the better, but I know not everybody feels that way. Yeah, I don't know where that frost atronach came from. Oh, there's an old temple here. The ruins of Balft. You can't take a step without falling down a ruin here in Skyrim. The place is falling apart. It's obviously seen better days. Also, I've got broken bones again. Special edition version? Okay. Yeah, I always have conflicted feelings about carry weight in games. Like it's an essential part of game balance and extreme realism, and I'm extremely in favor of both those things. Yet, managing your inventory is also extremely annoying. Okay, so these ruins don't appear to be the underground sort of ruins. They're the plot item sort of ruins. A Dwemer mechanism. Oh, nothing you have will fit in the mechanism. Fair enough. Place to come back to. Ugh, Corundum. That wasn't my dash. More Corundum. Okay, we're almost at the place though. Actually, it looks like it's up there, in which case we're not almost at the place. We need to find a way up. There's one get round there. Can I get up there?
What? Not yet.
Okay, this looks like it. Down, boy. Ah, yeah. Anything you put into it just goes straight to your house. That would be quite convenient. Autumn Watchtower, here we go. I mean, you don't even have to delve into magic to have a good inventory solution. There's like there's a reason that real knights would have, you know, squires and servants and things, even on the battlefield. All I need is a second NPC who follows me around and who cowers when the fighting starts, and who I can give stuff to and say, take this to my house, and they'll vanish for a couple of hours and then come back with it, you know, in my house.
You are taking us somewhere. Jesargo only has so much room to carry things.
Jesargo, all these arrows you're carrying, are they ones that have been shot into you? They are, aren't they? I'm just gonna take those off of you. That's embarrassing. More having to trek halfway across Skyrim to grab a bar of moonstone, yeah. Like, seriously, I'm incredibly rich. Let me hire an assistant. This should be a simple matter. Framework that allows for that.
We follow them.
Yeah. Is this a dead end? I guess if this is Autumn Tower, I guess the shout is not in the tower itself. Admittedly, it would not make a lot of sense for it to be in the tower itself. Maybe something underneath the tower? It looked like there was more stuff further up the hill. Oh, okay. Yeah, like more than one tower. This is less a tower and more a keep, with several towers. Oh. It just vanished, okay. Also, I think... Oh, no, there it is. It reappeared on the floor. It remembered that gravity existed. Does anyone else hear, like, the thunderous beating of wings? Vampire dust. Physicalities of werewolves. Well, here's a wall. Who is shouting things? Come on, what word do I get? Leech, marked for death. Leech, drain vitality. Oh, I got 2 words of power here? Or variations on the same one? Crafty menu test. That would be a nice thing to have. If you could put all your storage, all your crafting stuff into storage at the smiths, and then smith directly from the storage. I feel like that would save a lot of time. Drains 1 point of magicka per health for 20 seconds. 1 point of health per second for 20 seconds. 1 point of magicka for 20 per point per 20 seconds, and 1 point of recharge. 10/10. It's okay. Okay, so did I get both the words in this? Is that how... Oh, I got another one of these. Or was it part of... Okay. The same symbol appears in 2 phrases, so it boosts up both of them. That makes sense. Kill leech. Kill leech. Wait, these are both the same word. The same phrase. But what you say causes the effect, so how do they do different things if you say the exact same thing? Drains an opponent's armor and life force, drains an opponent's health and magicka and presumably stamina. Craft arrows but are not near a forge. Pop crafty menu and do it. I feel like maybe being able to craft your perfect gear in the field is pushing it a bit. But yeah, if you played this game a few times, you don't really care about that anymore. You just want to get things done. Apparently a bunch of enemies up there, but... Oh. Hi! Are you... Wait, are you the one who's been shouting? That explains why you're at the... Nope, wait, there's still somebody at the top of that cliff. Can we talk this out? No? Still need materials and skills? Yeah, I guess. Whoa, okay. Fine. I tried to negotiate, buddy. This one isn't on me. You are really powerful, however. So I got a bad feeling about this. I don't think it's remotely a mechanic, but I feel like some dragons should spare you if you do the kind shout, since it literally means peace in their language. Like, how else... That's how you negotiate with a dragon. You know, if I ask for peace in their own language, you'd think a few of them would listen. I'm gonna fall off a cliff here, I can't see what I'm doing. Let me get to open terrain. If indeed there is such a thing. Guys, I've fallen through the bottom of the world. And guess what? I'm not going to be able to fast travel because enemies are near. Is this how my adventure ends? Maybe if I stick around long enough it'll go away. Okay, cool. It's gone. So, fast travel out of here. Cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby. Oh. I mean, I'm not in combat. Yeah, to be fair, the materials for arrows are a huge pain to get. They're the most annoying thing to craft. I think this is my life now. Wonder when it last auto-saved. Oh, I can fast travel. Cool. Let's get the heck out of here. Oh, my horse showed up. So, obviously that dragon was currently beyond my power, so Alduin intervened to place me in a protective realm beneath the earth. Alduin Akatosh always looking out for me. Well, we got the shout at least. Wonder if we're going to be encountering legendary dragons in general from now on, or whether that guy was specific to that area. Also, I think I remembered where the missing quest item is, except I think it's despawned. When I did... So I need the Staff of Magnus.
What? Again!
I need the Staff of Magnus for a new wizarding quest. The game actually gave me 2 Staffs of Magnus, and I couldn't find either of them. Army of Gekniusians? Hi, how are you doing? Dropping some serious emotes. You having a good day? Lost where I was for a moment there. All the outdoor ones have a dragon hanging about? Ah, okay. I think that's the first outdoor one that I found. Yeah, so yeah, the game gave me 2 Staffs of Magnus, but from what I recall, since I'm not a mage, when I did the previous quest for the Mages Guild, I gave the Staffs of Magnus to my assistant at the time, Eric. Which amused me because he loved dual-wielding staffs. He was constantly running around with hurling fireballs from a staff in each hand. So yeah, I think I gave him both the Staffs of Magnus, and he did all of the staff stuff for that mission. And then he died at the end of that mission, and I think it was like, you know, I'm gonna leave the staffs with him on his body as a tribute. Because I'll never need them again, right? The quest line's done. The quest line was not done. So I think his body's despawned by now. So presumably, despite the game giving me twice the number of plot items that I needed, I've still managed to lose them both. Like, they're not at the college, and they're not at the at my house in Whiterun where I keep all my stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what I did with them.
What?
But yeah, I guess that's a quest line we won't be finishing. I'll check next time I'm there if his body's still there, but he was like in a position of honor in the middle of the main room. I feel like I'd have noticed it if it was still there. This is me, so there's no guarantees. Yeah, so dragons are drawn to the outdoor word walls, that makes sense. So presumably shenanigans will go down when I travel to the... Was that 100% illusion now? Huh. I could go check in with Sending and see if I'm now capable of calming him, so we can finish that quest line. And once it doesn't work, I'll know that it's just straight up impossible for me to ever unbreak that quest. But also, I should probably be practicing a different spell, I guess. Detect life? What does detect life come under? Is that illusion? Alteration, okay.
What? Now cast!
I don't think calm counts as a fear or a frenzy spell. The opposite, in fact. So I don't think there's any perks that'll help me cast a calming effect on him. Yeah, the Novice Illusion. Dual casting it makes it more powerful. Yeah, there isn't a base make illusion stronger stat. Alright, just gotta find the right old man. Bearing in mind that every wrong old man I talk to will immediately cause an earthquake that will bury a small peasant village somewhere. Do the thing. There we go. There's 2 peasant villages destroyed. Hundreds dead. Is it me or is it dark in Skyrim today?
Wind.
There we go.
We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Will it allow me to craft a staff? Yeah, you can't make staffs at all in this game, right? Not even non-magic ones.
Sky, guard you.
You'd think as the Archmage I'd be able to do that stuff. But it's off limits. I don't think I could craft a Staff of Magnus though, since that's a plot item made by an ancient mage. I mean, I don't know, because Magnus obviously made one. Need to copy his work. Lost Tongue Overlook. I'm not planning on going there just now, but out of curiosity, let's see if I can figure out where it is. Oh, it's near Riften. Oh, it's right on top of Riften. That's quite convenient. Well, I need to go to Windhelm to turn this quest in. Not Wind. Yeah. So we'll go. Whiterun's the nearest place. I'll go drop off my stuff at my house, and then we can catch the carriage to Windhelm. This detect magic thing kind of reminds me of in old D&D. An exploit you could do with one of the... it was with an expansion book, but it was an officially released expansion book, so it should have been better. Wasn't just something somebody made up. It was a mage expansion book that allowed you to customize your spells by like adding special effects onto them, in exchange for raising the level that you needed to be to cast them, or raising the spell level. Like you could make a magic missile do a bit of a fire damage as well, but you'd change it from a level 1 spell to a level 2 spell. Anyway, the trick to utterly ruin the game world is to take the level 2 spell Detect City. I don't remember what actual level Detect City was, but it was very, very low. So Detect City tells you where the nearest large concentration of people is across a massive area. So it technically targets every single person within a huge distance. So what you do is you take the upgrade that adds fire damage onto any existing spell. And that one was quite weak. It did like 1d6 fire damage and raised the spell level by 1. So now for a level 3 spell, you've got something that does d6 fire damage to everyone within 100 miles. d6 fire damage will kill approximately... d6 fire damage has a 50% chance of killing a peasant. Like a level 1 peasant, which makes up the majority of the world population. So, like, you're not killing any elder liches with that, but you'd kill like 3/4 of a city's population by casting it. Just go around the map, cast that a few times. Destroy an entire country. What I'm saying is I want to be able to do that here. Why can't I add fire damage to my detect magic?
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
It targets everyone around me. Think how convenient it would be.
What?
I guess I've got that new shout that... No, actually, when I tried that and it hurled it in front of me. So it doesn't just hit everyone around me. It drains the person in front of me. One of these days I'm going to put an axe into this lady.
Speak quickly. You want something from me? Speak quick. We are traveling to the... They say that eating the fruit it bears will add years
For
to
pretty much the entire game, she's been stood here outside Whiterun, saying she's on a journey to reach Whiterun. Just go inside.
Need something?
Stop standing there and stop calling your dog names. I want to see you bullying dogs.
You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feeling all right?
What?
I don't know what her deal is. Maybe she ties into a quest at some point?
Need something? Need something?
Speaking of people I plan on killing. These two. Are these guys... Do you think these guys can be killed, or do they count as plot NPCs, I wonder? They annoy me every time I come here. I killed their leader, and the Red Guard was supposed to have left this place. But nope, they're still all here, wandering around causing trouble. That's... What? Oh, I added it to my favorites again instead of casting it. Okay, that explains a lot. I can't do anything about the ones wandering around at random, but anywhere I can stand where I don't immediately get detected? No. Oh, if only I had stealth skills. Oh, nice. Where's the other one go? I need you people to stop running around hassling women. It's kind of this whole thing. Oh, this would have been a great spot to assassinate them from. I killed one of them. I don't know where the other one went. Maybe he'll get the message and won't come back. I'm still in combat, so... Oh, is that him? Nope, you're a different guy. Still in combat, so he must exist somewhere. Did he seek safety by glitching outside the map? I think he's outside the map.
I cannot best you.
Oh, here you are.
I'll make you pay.
This is what I get for not muting my phone. Guys, I'm gonna take a quick break and also answer my phone. Be right back with you. Alright, sorry about that. Had to take care of an important thing real quick. Where were we? Oh yes, murder. Hopefully that's the last we'll hear of them.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
Belethor, get out of my house.
You're back. Could I get a few gold to spend? Please? What? Seriously?
There we go.
No way! With this, I could buy everything in the market. Wow! Thanks!
Anything for you, kiddo. You see we've got raw rabbit legs everywhere.
Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars
Fox at work, I assume.
I don't want to play with her anymore.
Get a job, Lydia.
Honor to you.
Again.
Let's see. Don't think I can work Ox stuff right now. I might be able to do some stuff with Quicksilver and Malachite. Do you have any leather in storage? I might as well use up our crafting materials. Well, I've got a few bits with me. I've got a ton of leather in our inventory. I think I forgot to put it away last time. Excuse me.
If anyone sneaks up on us, Jezargo only has so much room to carry things.
Most of this stuff's for selling more than anything.
Khajiit will follow.
Alright, let me at least put the dragon bone away.
This should be good.
Jezargo? It's 40 gold, man. Do people really need to die over this? I mean, somebody's already gotten killed because of this. Unbelievable. Okay, now I'm in Dragon's Reach. Oh well. While I'm here, that was not the shout I meant to use. Good thing nobody was stood in front of that. Now that I'm here, let's go trade with the wizard.
Another wanderer.
How's my enchanting stat? Because I remember I was... yeah.
To lick my father's boots. Good job.
You know, if kids weren't immortal.
Are you feeling sick? Take a look.
Let's see. What do we got to sell right now? Heck of a lot of rings.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College.
I run the Mages College in Winterhold.
What?
If anyone sneaks up on... Jezargo only has so much room to carry things. Ajit will follow.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's get down there and sell the rest of this junk. Also stop by the shrine to Talos because my arm is broken again. Something about wrestling with bears seems to make your arm really fragile.
Mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine. For we are the children of man, and we shall inherit both heavens and earth, and we, not the elves.
Everybody's running away from... what? Okay. This guy is
I need to ask you to stop. Good. Glad we straightened that out.
gone insane and is attacking people with a sword. And getting beaten up by the guards, that's fine. Skyrim doing Skyrim things.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Intended behavior.
What do you need, my friend? You've already learned all I can... Take a look.
Yeah, you got any nern root? Oh, you do. You only need one more.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Someone do something!
I think he's gone quite
Offer
mad.
remedies for ailments both common and rare.
Did he,
Do let me know
he's
if
got,
it
yeah, he's
makes
gone out the back
sense.
door. Okay. Half-naked guy with a sword runs in here, cowers from nothing, and then runs out the back. He killed one of the guards as well.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Jazago!
Everything's
How
for
do you
sale,
keep
man.
doing that?
I'd even buy one of your trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
Did the crazy guy calm down, or is he still causing trouble somewhere else?
What?
Disrespect the law, you disrespect me.
I don't particularly respect you.
Hello, Fred. An archer, huh? I've got just what you need.
Nobody said anything about arching.
Thank you very much for your business.
What? Now get!
Okay. Should be able to make a few things before we head out again.
Welcome to... Take a look.
Extreme Magicka.
Good doing business with you.
Say we might be able to sell some of the stuff we have in storage, except I'm about to make a bunch of things. Probably clear these guys out selling that.
Take a look.
You know, I forgot to put my regular clothes on.
Forget to check inside the shop.
No wonder people are acting weird around town.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that on. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair price. Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragonstone. I help my father in more ways than people realize.
be a really convenient way to get maxed out restoration if I was very patient. It would also be kind of cheap, I guess. I'm all about cheesing things, but I don't know about cheaping things, you know? It's an entirely different kettle of fish. The last thing we want is more fish in the percolator. It'll be a lot easier when I can get that last couple of enchanting perks and enchant my armor with all the magic stuff.
Got some good pieces out here if you to buy. More inside.
There we go. All done.
I don't claim to be the best policeman in White One. Yorland Greymane's got that on it. Man Steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance. Have you met my father? He's the steward of the Dragon Bridge.
Alright. Nice chunk of gold.
I help my father in more ways than people realize. You think let's just say I advise the advice. Out with it.
Out with what?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
I love how the leather gets heavier as you peel it off the hide. Absolutely makes sense. One knows the smaller something is, the heavier it gets. Okay, I think that's everything. Give me that crafting.
I don't to be the Yorland Greymane's got that on him. Man Steel. Have you met the finest weapons and armor?
Okay, but would you like to buy a ridiculous number of daggers made out of weird and wonderful materials? Hey, Miki. How are you doing? Thank you for the lurk. I hope you're having a good day. While you prepare to build. What are you building?
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Whoa! I need to ask. Good. No lollygagging.
You got some Minecraft constructions going. Let's see. Put away all of this junk. Stuff that I can't really use yet. Building a CSGO map. Oh, and create. Oh, like you're copying it across? That sounds awesome. Just click and go. I like the idea of rebuilding levels from games in Creativeverse or Minecraft. The idea amuses me. Go sell some stuff.
By the gods, my ears! Got some good, the finest weapons and armor.
Yeah, I can imagine blueprints help a lot. Let's see.
Until next time.
The old school feel of Minecraft. Can you do a lot more stuff in Creativeverse then?
Welcome. The finest weapons and armor.
Oh, this guy's broke.
Good doing business with you.
All the gadgets and odd pieces. I mean, we've not gotten into working redstone yet, really. I think you can make a lot of gadgets with that.
Can I help you?
Anyway, done here at last. Let me just chuck the rest of this junk away. Alright. Let's go report in that we successfully assassinated the lady who runs an orphanage. Oh, a good deed for the day. Oh, I didn't see. This is the Creativeverse Northern Gate, right?
Yes?
Is it no longer glow green?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Need something?
Let's get going.
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
Oh yeah, the Northern Gate, not the Northern Shrine. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, there's no Northern Gate at the Northern Shrine. Until we put in a nether portal. And let loose terrors upon the world. Where does the Northern Gate lead to then? Is there a Creativeverse version of the Nether? How did it end up night again? I just rested. I was gonna build a place for it in town, or maybe just outside town.
Yes?
I was already stockpiling materials. Black and red blocks along with lots of bone.
No one bought any. There. My father. I'm all alone.
Can I buy some flowers from you?
I tried
No.
to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much,
I wish I could adopt her, but the game won't let me. Where does the kid live then? Yeah, I was thinking of making a like a black spiky temple.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace.
Black and red patterns.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Spurs of bone, that sort of thing. Something nice and ominous for our nether portal, you know? Oh, okay. That's cool. So the Northern Gate is where you enter from.
Well, we're all of the kind. Is she, you know? Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
I mean, I don't really want money for it. A good deed is its own reward, but whatever. The Aretino family
I'm
heirloom.
going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
Letter from the steward? To express the deepest support to Anna Hall. 16th birthday. Family heirloom. What is it and what does it do? Is it just... okay, it's just a fancy plate that exists to be sold. I don't need your family heirloom, kid. So, that's yours. So,
I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, you know, clean up the mess.
yeah, that's fair. So I guess this kid doesn't know anything more about the Black Brotherhood. This hollow that you can't possibly get to, except by leaping from the stairs. Well, I guess it's just like having an attic. Popular mod allows you to adopt 6 kids. That would be nice. I adopted the first 2 kids that I encountered because I didn't realize there was a limit. Or like, I think I'd seen that that you were allowed to adopt 2 kids, but I thought it was 2 kids per house. I thought I could put a bunch of kids in different houses so they'd have somewhere to stay. Like, Lucy is cool, but Elsan is less so. And I'd have liked to adopt Sophie from here. She does good work. Hey, Siest! Yeah, I'm having a good day, thank you. How are you doing? Is your day going good? Maybe the Dark Brotherhood will contact me now that I've done one of their contracts. And that'll help me track them down. In the meantime, I don't really know what I can do.
It's so good to see you again. Spare up to no good, are we?
Yeah, teach me some pickpocket skill, since I'm never going to use it on my own.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Woke up late, so yeah, that's fair.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
Well, I don't have any leads in the Black Brotherhood then. Coffee is ready. It sounds like the day is starting out good.
Good to see you again.
I ain't asking for much. Just
Maybe a nice nap. Well, while I'm in town.
Got some fresh...
sure thing. It's yours first. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Enjoy. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
There we go. Much better. The owner of the Riften fishery. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be delivering that. Oh well. Okay. If they're gonna show up and talk to me in the middle of the night, maybe a crowded city isn't the right place. Anyway, I'll just play on and see what happens. So what can we do now? Oh yeah, we wanted to go find help that lady find her husband, didn't we? Let's head over there and maybe do that.
What?
Let's see. Actually, the next word of powers. Wait, isn't that where the next word of power is? Are they in the same place? That would be extremely convenient. Oh no. They're nearby though. I guess we could get both of them. I said I wasn't going to use this to cheese like I'm doing exactly now, but it's mostly because I've not gotten around to changing the spells out.
Where do you want to go?
And also it doesn't seem to level up that quickly, so hey.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Alright, off to Riften.
I might have to stop and get myself a pint at Blackbriar Mead while I'm in Riften. It's worth the trip all by itself.
While I'm doing stuff down here, maybe I'll try the Dawn Guard again. See if they're still broken. Alright. Well, bunch of quest markers. Let's pick one and head that way.
What? Now cast!
Butterflies.
What? Now cast!
Maybe we'll find some Nern root while we're out. That's what I really need. I probably should have checked the alchemy shop in Riften to see if they had any Nern root. Oh well, maybe on the way back.
Citizen, I'm warning. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business.
Do we have any spare weapons? No, I don't think we do. I think we just sold it all. Oh well. Just run for it, dude. Leave the guy alone, he's not even... Okay, he found a bow from somewhere. Oops. Okay, I'm pretty sure I missed and killed the guy I was rescuing there. Oh well. 3 dead Imperials for 1 dead Stormcloak? That's a victory any day of the week, right?
What? Now cast!
Okay, this is the first of the places we're looking for, apparently. Dayspring... Oh, I think this is the Dawn Guard stuff. Well, that's fine. Let's go see what they've got to say. Thought this would be the second one I got to. See if they're all still lunatics. Or whether they've learned their lesson after attacking me and losing half their number.
Need something?
Not really.
I will take back my family's castle. Finally, reinforcements have arrived. I was expecting more, though. You'd better be good. Good. The place is crawling with bandits. We lost some good men trying to take it earlier. I suspect Brewer had planned this. There's been bad blood between us since the king's death. But to invade my home, kidnap my family... You ask a lot of questions for a mercenary. Just get in there and open the gate. We'll try and provide help once that's done. I wish we could offer more help, but our last attack went sour, and we're all that is left. Good luck.
So, not counting me and Jazago, you have, what, 3 people to lay siege to this castle? Whatever. So, is that the leader of the Dawn Guard, or...? The last attack went sour. Was that when they fought me and I killed like 30 people here? So where's this entrance? Through here? This looks like the main entrance rather than the back entrance. Are there just 2 castles next to each other? Is there some sort of confusion here?
The hall of the Vigilance is in ruins. My brothers and... sisters dead or
Well,
scattered.
ready to join the fight against the damn vampires? Why do I even post guards? This is the headquarters of the Dawn Guard.
Why do you even post guards? Yeah, all of your guards are dead. You 2 are literally the only people left alive, I think.
As you can see, we have some work to do to restore it to its former glory. But maybe you want to help me with that. We hunt down and kill vampires. Haven't you been paying attention? In the old days, the Dawn Guard kept all of Skyrim safe from those blood-sucking scum. Then people stopped taking the threat seriously. The Dawn Guard was disbanded, and the vampires came creeping back. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawn Guard. Take the fight to the vampires for a change. I hope it isn't too late.
Vampires are like number 3 on my heck list, so sure, I'm in.
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isram. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close.
No thank you, I've got a real bow.
Around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew.
I'll meet you in Dim Hollow Crypt. I owe these yes. By destroying it, vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in Skyrim. I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. He was obsessed with ancient
So you're just gonna
vampire
give me a list of sites to take down one by one, pretty much. I mean, that's okay, I guess.
Of course there are. Most of us spend our lives as nomads, traveling from place to place in our endless war against evil. I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that. And they're dead now. The hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time in peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better learn how to defeat them. But, of course, those days are gone now.
It's a good time to stock up on garlic bread. When is it not a good time to stock up on garlic bread? There's never been a point in my life where I've thought, yes, I have enough garlic bread now.
Brother Adelwald had been there not long ago. Said he found something of great importance. It must have been important to the vampires as well, for them to risk an open attack on the Vigilance.
Okay, well, I'll put this site on my list. When I get round to it, I'll destroy the place. Okay, so this place is just kind of empty, I guess. I guess the more of the quests we do, the more they'll polish this place up and add things to it. I got a pretty good look around here when I was killing most of the Dawn Guard before. Dead Drop Falls. What's this place? I don't think I came through here. Unless I did, and there just wasn't much down here. Dead Drop Falls, just a place where you can fall down and drop dead. It looks like it. And I guess, like, if you side with the vampires, then they probably, like, lead a secret attack through here or some such. Well, I mean, it would be churlish to come all this way and not even give it a try. That was disappointing. Dead Drop Falls don't live up to their name. Looks like there's a couple of pathways down here. Where do they take me? Doesn't look like there's much going on around here, huh? Probably a location for later, but you know. I've never let the order I'm supposed to do things in stop me from doing things out of order before. I'm not gonna start now. Okay, so where the heck is this? Also, I'm stuck down here now, I think. Probably should have thought of that before I jumped down. So I hope the other levers for those bridges aren't on the other side of the bridges, otherwise I'm stuck down here. At least I'll have plenty of mushrooms, and I'll have mushrooms and fresh water, all I need to live on. So I can live a content life down here in this gloomy, miserable cavern. Got everything that I need. It's even gloomy and miserable, so it's got some of the luxuries as well. Right on full circle, I'm back where I started. I mean, was I not supposed to be able to jump down the Dead Drop Falls? Why would you put a place called Dead Drop Falls and not expect somebody to jump down them? Sounds like a whole leap of faith kind of thing. What is splashing here? Whatever it is, it's only... Oh, there's a steel bolt it's splashing. Why is there a steel bolt? I just want to climb up there and see if there's anything there, but it doesn't look like that's physically possible for some reason. Maybe I can drop down to it? I mean, there's all this stuff here, so somebody must get down here, but so the question is how? Oh wait, I think I see. Is that a... Okay, that's less than convenient. That implies that there's other ones like that. Well, I can get myself stuck on this ledge if I really want. The thing sticking out there, I don't suppose that's a switch. Another button I can hit somewhere, I can't see one. Okay, now I know there's... know there's buttons around that. I don't. Oh, okay. I think I see. The levers alternate them, whereas the buttons only move one. Sure. Why would somebody set this up? What were they hoping to achieve, I wonder? This is the most baffling adventure location yet. Steel balls. Maybe I'll want to fire a crossbow someday, I don't know. Is this like the training course? You gotta run through here with your crossbow triggering all the buttons? Is there another one, or is it something to do with these floor buttons? That button appears to stay pushed. Where did the book go? I need a fresh book to solve this puzzle. Oh, there it is. Yeah, are you on there? And I'll stand on this one, and nothing will happen. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here to interact with. Climb up there. Don't see any more switches. Need 3 books. Put something on each of them. The game only gave me 1 book. I don't have 3 books. Can I chuck a fish on this? Will that count? Okay. I guess that works. The generous definition of works. Okay. Another locked door. So this is just going to be a long sequence of puzzles, I guess. Is there a switch to, so just up to here. So is there a switch to shoot, or yeah, there it is. And behind that platform. That, yeah, that did it. Oh, okay, this one's timed. I'm glad they filled this place up with tons of food and drink for all the people who are trapped down here whilst trying to solve this. Khajiit fur trader. Caravan filled with jewels. Caravan guards were coming. Couldn't just leave his body to rot. So he... Wait, you skinned your brother's body? Hmm. Also haunted Argonians, apparently. Hmm. Upsetting. Okay. I picked up one of those and the other one fell through the table. Alright, I mean, I'll take all the free materials. Are you done with the corundum? No, I'm not gonna bother mining corundum. I'll take free corundum that's lying around, but honestly the stuff is pretty much worthless. I'm not in desperate need of fluxstone. I turn all my iron into gold rather than steel. Garlic. Fire dust. Crossbow. Okay, this implies that this was a watch point for people trying to enter via the mines. So yeah, maybe that's how the fortress fell. They had this training thing in the mines, but the vampires came in through the mines and reversed the training course. I mean, it looked like it was a lot easier to do backwards. Okay, back to Dead Drop Falls. Okay, they're the falls themselves. What's down this winding path then? Oh, we're above the other section. The one that didn't seem to go anywhere. Oh, there was a path up the whole time. I didn't know about that. Okay, so I guess there isn't a way out to the mines other than through the fort itself, so this wasn't the way that they came in. I don't know what the crossbow guy was for then. But yeah, let's get out of here. Anyway, back to what I was doing before all that, looking for the guy who runs this place. Trying to engage him in dialogue if I can. He vanished while I was talking to the other guy.
I knew it would be on your guard at all times.
This one.
Avoid
The
sleep
only
if you
person
can.
in the Dawn Guard right now.
Sleep is for the weak. We hunt down and kill vampires. In the old days, then now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawn Guard. Take the fight to the vampire. There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And
It hasn't
good
been my
people will
experience
die
with them so
because of
far.
you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same. This, originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era, it was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use. You already know as much as I do. And that's a compliment. Even with all my preparations, we can't be too careful. The monsters could strike us at any moment. Stay alert.
Okay, I guess we're done here then anyway. So, where the heck is the other thing that we're supposed to be going to? Dim Hollow Crypt. What about that later? Trevor's Watch is apparently the other place here that we're supposed to look for. Why there's two castles next to each other, I don't know. I mean, I can suspect an out-of-universe reason in them dropping the Dawn Guard Fortress in an out-of-the-way corner. Without concern for the existing quest lines here, because you gotta put the DLC somewhere. But...
What? Now cast!
Oh wait, where is this taking us then? Well, it's still in Dayspring Canyon, right? Oh, am I going after the wrong one? No, this seems to be it. Is it not in Dayspring Canyon? Was this originally just a valley for these people to be tucked away in, making their plans and schemes? And then I'd have to go somewhere else to go break into this fort? Oh no. Yeah, I guess we don't stay here. What? Oh, wait. I see it now. It's all the way over there. Why are they hanging around here to lay siege to a place over there? What? It's very silly. And the vampire thing is all the way over there. I'll get around to that eventually. It's out of my way for now. But we still got the two things that are right here. I guess next time I'll do these. Find Leaf now and get the Word of Power. And now I need to wrap up there. Go to see to the animals and get something to eat myself. Yeah, it did save, okay. It's not going to be a stream this evening. So I unexpectedly have to be up quite early tomorrow. But all things going to plan, there should be a stream tomorrow evening, and we'll be continuing Amnesia: The Dark Descent. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, it's been good. Appreciated the company. I hope you all have a good day. In the meantime, oh, Penguin's on. Desperately trying to beat Sekiro again, I see. Let's go give him a raid, see how he's doing. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Hope you all have a good day.